You think you're special, special, you do. I can see it in your eyes. Like, all of us just getting goosebumps. All of us getting goosebumps, man. In my opinion, John Cena's greatest rivalry, not Edge, not Orton, it was always CM Punk, because he was truly the exact opposite of Cena. He was never the favorite. He was never chosen by management. He was always the outcast. And that's basically what CM Punk said. But the reason why you are who you are right now is because of the suits in the back, because of corporate. Meanwhile, me, I was chosen not by corporate, I was chosen by the people. I am the voice of the voiceless. I'm like, talk to him, Punk, talk to him. Punk is the only one that could truly say these things, that could truly get into the mind and heart of the fans and talk down to Cena, because everything he said years ago, everything he said about Cena being selfish, only cared about himself, was the New York Yankees. He was right all along. He's been right. And now it's finally coming to light. And so he does this promo, and there's this one part that did kind of rub me the wrong way, I'm not gonna lie. And so Punk talks about, I want to win the title, but I don't want to win the title for myself. No. Even though that's why you've been in the Rumble, you were in the Elimination Chamber, you were fighting for the main event of WrestleMania to win the title. But okay, cool, fine. I'll go look over that. But he says, I don't want to win that title because I know the monster I became when I won that title in 2012, and I don't want to become that monster again. But to beat you, I have to become that monster so I can take down that monster. I love the idea that Punk has become this, he has to change who he is, right? Maybe change some of his morals, change his attitude in order to beat someone like Cena. I like the idea. But when he says, I'm winning this title for the people, I'm like, ugh. I'm sorry, it's cringy to me when guys like Punk, like Cody could get away with that. Even The Rock at times will get away with that. But a Punk saying I'm winning for the people, I'm like, you're not this guy. Come on, Punk. Like, it just feels like super duper pandering. I'm like, come on, Punk, you're better than that. That's not you. To me, it makes way more sense for Punk to be like, professional wrestling gave me everything. It gave me a purpose. It helped me fulfill my life and dreams when I thought there was no direction for me. I will not allow you to destroy professional wrestling. This means everything to me. And I'm gonna take that belt for professional wrestling. To me, that makes way more sense, right? I love professional wrestling. I'll be damned if you're gonna break his heart by ruining it, right? Damn, I can't talk right now. I love professional wrestling. I'll be damned if you're gonna break his heart by ruining it. Like, come on, man. I think that would have made way more sense, but we got some time here. So Punk, of course, challenges Cena to a match for the title on Raw. Cena says yes, but not tonight. You want to face me? You got to face me in Saudi Arabia and not a Champions. And I said, so Punk really going to do a Saudi Arabia match, huh? What happened to telling Miz, go suck? Okay, you know what? Never mind. That's old news. That's the past. But it's kind of cheek and tongue because they can't really talk about Punk's stance on Saudi Arabia. They can't talk about it. So only like, either if you know, you know. Shout out to Pusha T. If you know, you know. So it's kind of like, huh. It's a very heel thing for Cena to do, knowing Punk's stance on Saudi Arabia because of, their government, which at this particular point, we're not too far from being that ourselves. But anyway, so that was very smart to kind of allude to it. The grin and smirk on Cena's face was very heel-like. I like that. So we're going to get Punk and Cena at Night of Champions. And I know there are a lot of people that kind of feel a way about that, especially the die-hard Punk fans that thought that Punk was going to take a stance and never go to Saudi Arabia because of their government, because of their human rights and what they do. And I'm like, you you do know this is the same man that said I would never go back to WWE, right? Because of everything that they have done. He came back and everybody was happy. Like, I think for Punk fans, for some of the diehard Punk fans to kind of feel away about Punk doing the match in Saudi Arabia, it's like, bro, you are watching the show. You support the show. Whether you're watching it, subscribe to Netflix, Peacock, however you're watching it, going to the bar. If you're watching the show, you are supporting the show. Therefore, you have no more high ground to stand on. Now, if you're not watching the show and don't watch the Night of Champions show, then you have the right to look at Punk a certain way. But at the end of the day, these people all have jobs. These people all have, bills, families, whatever. And maybe Punk doesn't feel the way he did back then because maybe things have changed for the better. Who knows? Or he could be a hypocrite because we're all hypocrites and we all contradict ourselves. Either way, it is what it is. So we set up finally Punk versus Cena, the final time. The only thing that's going to hurt is knowing that Cena's probably going to beat Punk. So this is going to be the first time I'm really going to feel away because Punk is my favorite wrestler, like hands down. Outside of The Rock and Shawn Michaels, he's my favorite wrestler of all time. And the fact that we're now going on year 2 of him not holding a title, and when he was in AEW, he only held a title no longer than like a day. Like, I just want Punk to have a title reign. Like, I really want that. And we're probably gonna have to wait. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know when he's gonna even hold a title. I don't know. So that's gonna suck. But I know they're gonna have a solid match. If anybody can push Cena to have a solid match, it's CM Punk. So we have that. AJ Chad had a match. That was cool. AJ got a win, thankfully. So they're doing the King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring tournament with Fatal 4-Ways, which I actually think is really dope. The Fatal 4-Way for the women's side was Roxanne, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Kairi Sane. And I like the story they told in here with Roxanne trying to work with Liv so either one of them can win the match. And eventually Liv was like, yeah, I might as well work with her. Like, I don't want to face Rhea by myself, nor do I want to face Kairi by myself. So it's like, okay, fine. So they start working together, and they look like a really good oil machine. And then Roxanne, by the way, she is doing really good work because she did the same thing in the Money in the Bank match. They're making her a very smart, cerebral superstar, and I like that. I like the persona of the people I'm watching on TV being very smart. I like that. And they do not with Roxanne. And so eventually Raquel comes in as Liv was about to be pinned by Rhea, and through all the melee, Roxanne takes advantage and gets the W, that big fat dub. Shout out to Up, Down, Down, or The Party. That big fat dub. Damn, I missed them. Meanwhile, Becky comes out as your new IC champion, talking about how, where's my you deserve a chance. I told you I was going to beat her. I told you I was going to beat Bird Lady. I deserve this. I'm the best. Da 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 da. Calls out Lyra. Lyra comes out, but before she gets to the ring, out comes Bayley, attacking Becky from behind after Becky was the one that attacked her before her match at WrestleMania, costing her a WrestleMania match in a couple months, being sidelined kayfabe-wise. And so that was a very dope moment because I really thought she was going to debut or return. I really thought Bayley was going to return at Money in the Bank, which I still think would have made way more sense, but it is what it is. So Bayley returns, and clearly probably going to set up either her versus Becky at Night of Champions or a triple threat match at Night of Champions for the IC title. I don't know which one. But probably a triple threat match makes the most sense so Lyra can have something to do. I still think the money match is one-on-one Becky versus Bayley, probably at Women's Evolution, but we'll see. But that's dope to see Bayley return. And before we can even process Bayley returning, R-Truth comes out. but it's not R-Truth. It's Ron Killings. When I tell you, I've been since 2011 when R-Truth did the conspiracy gimmick, right? So don't be booing me, you should be booing yourselves. I'm a good R-Truth. With Little Jimmy, it's like, God, I've been waiting for him to give me something. Like, I love funny, comedic R-Truth. Even R-Truth said, first of all, I love the way he started this promo of, don't ever let somebody tell you that you don't matter. Don't ever let somebody tell you that your voice can't be heard. I'm back because of y'all, and that's a shoot. That is a freaking shoot, and I love that. It completely contradicts what Triple H tried to get off in that press conference, which I don't even watch them, but a lot of people kept talking about how Triple H, when asked about R-Truth coming back, is like, it's part of the show. It's part of the show. Enjoy the show. It's like, motherfucker, can you for one, like, you and Vince, like, there's something about you and Vince that you can't just admit that y'all wrong. You can't admit that y'all made a mistake. And I'm not looking for y'all to even admit that you made a mistake, but just to be like, yo, acknowledge me. Just acknowledge, hey, we listened to the fans, we heard y'all, we listened to y'all, and he's why we brought R-Truth back, because it was best for business. It's best because that's what the fans wanted. That simple. But to be like, hey, it's part of the show. It's like, motherfucker, like, that's so annoying. Like, I don't understand why you have to do that. You don't have to save face. Like, there's nothing, we all make mistakes. We all make bad calls. There's nothing wrong with just saying that, hey, we effed up, but hey, we listened to the fans because that's who matters the most, and that's why he's back. That's all you had to do. But anyway, R-Truth does promo talking about, you're the reason I'm back. I love that I'm back. R-Truth is back, but R-Truth, can sometimes be a little bit too comedic. He can be a little bit too forgiving, right? And I'm not no comedy act. I'm not no sideshow. Now, when he was in the middle of his promo, for some reason, I'll never understand why people still what? It is 2025. That gimmick started, that chant started in 2001. Why do people still do what? I don't understand that for the life of me. But the crowd started doing what? And Truth said, from the bottom of his heart, he said, I wish you would. If you ever had a parent that when you was about to do something that you were not supposed to do, and your parent looked at you like, I wish you would. Usually it was me at church with my mama. Like, I would, sometimes, I would get a little reckless at church, and my mom would just look at me like, but yeah. So R-Truth just stopped the whole what chance before it got out of hand. And then he says, I'm not a gimmick, I'm not a shy show. But then R-Truth said, I'm not a gimmick, I'm not a sideshow. Pulls out scissors. Cuts his locks. Which y'all, man, let me tell you something. As someone who used to have locks, bro, that's a journey. To grow locks, and R-Truth has had locks at least since 2001. Like, I don't think he's not had locks since 2001, 2002. So we're talking about 25 years of having locks. Bruh. And he cut his hair. I am the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. You gonna put some respect on my name. I said, hot damn, let's go, Truth. I am Ron Killings. I've been waiting for this Ron Killings for so long. Now, the question is, I don't know what to do with him from here, because I don't see them putting him in a world title feud anytime soon. Maybe he might feud with Gunther. But I just love the presentation. I'm glad that he gets to go out the way he wants to go out. Clearly, before he resigned, he says, if I'm gonna go out, you do whatever you're gonna do. I want to be Ron Killings, right? It reminds me of Mick Foley when he was Mankind in 2000, and he said, I don't want to go out as Mankind, because even though Mankind is fun and lovable and all that, I want to go out as Cactus Jack, a serious character. Same way with R-Truth. It's literally the same thing. Now, which Mick Foley truly would have retired, but it's like, no, I want to go out on my terms. Fun-loving R-Truth, that's good, but I need to show you that I still got some fire in me. I still got another side to me that the world hasn't seen in like 20 years. So I just love that. Again, I don't know what they do from here. I don't know what they do with R-Truth from here, Ron Killings from here. Do I have faith in WWE? No. So I don't have any high expectations at all. Now, I think the best case scenario is for him, even though people think he should go into a John Cena feud, which would make sense, I think he should go after the IC title, go after Dominic Mysterio, call back to him trying to join the Judgment Day a year prior, and show that he is really different from the R-Truth that tried to join the Judgment Day just going into WrestleMania 40. Like, show how different he is, a more serious R-Truth. Dirty Dom doesn't need that title anyway. He'll be fine. I think having him defeat Dirty Dom for the IC title, I think would be a great way, if he doesn't get a world title, a great way for him to at least have some type of championship before he goes out. But we'll see. But in the meantime, you have the other King of the Ring qualifier, the Fatal 4-Way with Sammy, Dirty Dom, Braun Breaker, and Penta. LA Knight gets involved. There's been a lot of reports that LA Knight and Seth Rollins going to have a feud. So LA Knight gets involved, takes out Braun Breaker. Sami Zayn wins. From Sami Zayn winning, he has a backstage segment with Karrion Kross, which Karrion Kross is like, finally, motherfucker, like, you finally getting it. You took advantage of Braun Breaker being taken out by LA Knight, and you didn't hesitate to win that match. And Sami's like, I didn't need no advantage. I am worthy not only to challenge for the world title, but I'm good enough to win the world title. And Kross is like, okay, right? And I'm like, for God's sakes, can we get Karrion Kross out of the backstage segment vortex? Can we please put him in a feud, an actual feud, to where he can wrestle? It'd be different if he was injured and they were masking it by him continuing to do backstage feuds. But I'm like, dawg, can we do something with Kross? So, speaking of King of the Ring, there's a slot open as of right now for King of the Ring. I don't know who's going to have it. My guess is probably Mr. Iguana, which shout out to him. I got like almost 1,500 views just off his video. I did reaction to him. Go check that out on my YouTube. Clear versions on my Patreon/Haze Arcade. But again, Mr. Iguana is over like a motherfucker. Like, how damn? So I think he's probably going to be the mystery person. People also guessing it might be Dragunov after being gone for a year. It could be Drew. I think it should be Karrion Kross. If it's not going to be Karrion Kross, have it be Ron Killings. That's who I think it should be. But who knows? I have no idea. Speaking of world champions, where's Io? What happened with Io? You remember some time back when everybody was so happy that Io beat Rhea and got the world title and had the triple threat match taking away Rhea versus Bianca at WrestleMania, right? And everybody was so happy because it's Io. Oh my God. What happened with that? I said verbatim, I love Io. Io deserves it, but it wasn't the right time. He took away Rhea and Bianca from us. And also, I know how they're going to book Io Sky as champion. And I was right. She has not defended that title. She hasn't been a focus at all. I forgot Io was even part of the roster. Has she even, outside of wrestling Roxanne Perez and I think Stephanie Vicure, Nikki Bella, she has done nothing. She hasn't wrestled it's been Backlash, Saturday Night's Main Event, Money in the Bank, and now Night of Champions. And there's a good chance she is not going to wrestle on any of those shows. What's the point of her having the championship? And I said it was going to happen. I don't like saying I told you so, but bruh, this is what I was afraid of, and this is what I tried to warn y'all about. Y'all was so happy that she won the title, and she beat Bianca at WrestleMania, pinned her. For what? You did nothing with that. Like, just wasted that moment for Bianca to finally be pinned at WrestleMania, and you have done nothing with EO since. Just a shame. She deserves so much more. Like, there's so much you could do with EO. She can wrestle anybody. She can make anything matter, and she doesn't even have to talk. That's the crazy part. Like, she has natural charisma. Like, I just don't understand what they're doing with EO. Like, I don't even know what direction they're going at this point. But they did this dumb segment with Nikki Bella and EO. EO talking about you paved the way. I'm like, paved the way for what? Like, concrete? What do you mean paved the way? Paved the way for what? Nikki, the Bella's era in the Divas era didn't pave the way for nothing? Are you serious? But anyway, Nikki Bella is doing a segment. I'm like, why is Nikki Bella here? No disrespect to Nikki Bella or the Bella twins. I just don't care for them. They're from the era that I did not care about at all. With the Divas era, from Kelly and all them, I'm like, I do not care. But Liv comes out, they do a face-to-face. I think they're setting up Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, the Bella twins, versus Liv and Raquel for the tag team titles, which I'm like, oh, they still have titles? Like, news to me, because they never defend them. Again, like, we have these titles and we're just not defending them. I don't understand it. What's the point? So they're probably going to do that at like Women's Revolution or something like that. Or even Night of Champions, possibly. But now we have the main event, which is Gunther versus Jey. Gunther versus Jey, where they tell the story of Jey being battered, bruised, and he's been the ultimate fighting champion, and Gunther is fresh as a daisy. And Jey Uso put up a hell of a fight. He did not lay down or stay down. He kept fighting, but eventually Gunther got the best of him, put him in a sleeper. Jey did not tap, but he passed out because he did not want to give up. And Gunther is your new World Heavyweight Champion, and I said, thank you. Not because I don't like Jey, not because I'm just a super duper Gunther fan, but I'm like, one, they're doing nothing with Jey. They have done nothing with Jey as champion. They have literally done nothing. His biggest feud was with Logan Paul. So at this particular point, I'm like, can we put the title on someone that at least can be taken a little bit more serious? I think Gunther was not given a fair shake his first title run. Now, I don't expect Gunther to be champion for that much long. Probably not past SummerSlam. But I think Gunther deserves a better run. I think a more serious run. Hopefully facing more serious contenders this time, at least going into SummerSlam. Probably he's going to face the person that wins King of the Ring, which I predict. Should I give it away right now? I'll do a different video for that. That's it. I'll do a different video for that. But he's going to face the person that wins King of the Ring, and I think that's when everything goes down. But I know a lot of people are not happy with Jey losing the title after only holding it for like 51 days. Is that correct? And I said this when he won it. I said it as many times as I could. This was just for a moment. Do not expect Jey to have that title long. I did not expect him to have the title long because of how he was being booked. He is not booked as the main priority on the show. He is not. I'm shocked that people are shocked that he lost the title. I understand. Even though I'm a big Jey fan, I feel like they could have did such a better job with his title reign. Like, I was thinking about it this morning, like, they could have did so much more with his title reign. I might do that video and upload that because it's like, it's disappointing. So I definitely understand from a fan perspective. I'm definitely disappointed in Jey Uso's title reign. I mean, he did everything he could. He's super over, and he definitely deserves it. He's he deserves so much more than what he was given. And like, it reminds me of like a Jeff Hardy, right? Jeff Hardy, we wanted him to win the title so bad. And he kept fighting. And finally at Armageddon in 2008, he gets it, only to lose it 3 weeks later at Royal Rumble. And it's like what? Like, I wanted CM Punk to win the title so bad, only for him to cash in and not be a priority at all on Raw in 2008. So I understand the frustration, and I get it. I definitely do. But I've been here so long that I just know how this goes. And I didn't see them doing anything else with Jey Uso of intrigue, or I just didn't see them doing anything better with Jey Uso. So put it on Gunther. Again, I think the person that wins King of the Ring is going to face him at SummerSlam, and we're going to get a big fight field match at SummerSlam between Gunther and the King of the Ring winner. Now, where Jey goes from here, that is where I think people have the right to be concerned, because I have no idea. You can't put him back in the mid-card, but I don't know if he's going to be in the main event anytime soon, so I have legit no idea what you do with him. Like, even fantasy booking, I don't know what you do with Jey. Now, what do you do with Jey? So I don't know, but I think he's taking time off. I'm pretty sure. So we might not see him for maybe a few weeks, a month. But again, shout out to Jey. You did the best you could. You weren't given a lot, but God, are you over it? And boy, you truly showed, just like with R-Truth, that he is a prime example of don't let anybody tell you that you don't matter. Don't let anybody tell you that the people voices don't matter, because if it wasn't for the people, Jey Uso would have never became world champion. His hard work and dedication, plus his connection to the fans, and the fans telling management, telling Triple H, this is our guy, is what got him to that world title at WrestleMania, got him winning that title and being Gunther. So at the end of the day, even though I know a lot of y'all are disappointed, not too happy, at least you got that moment, because I'm still waiting for LA Knight. And at this particular point, I don't think we're going to get it. So I just lost all hope that LA Knight is going to become a world champion. But it is what it is. At least you got Jey Uso winning the world title. At least you got that moment. At least you got it. So, and I think that Jey Uso will become world champion again. It's not going to be a one-time deal. It's not going to be Eddie Guerrero. It's not going to be a Benoit. Like, it's not going to be a one-time deal. I think he will get that title again sometime in the future. So, but yeah, that was Raw. That was one of the best Raws in years. And hopefully they can continue this momentum. I have an idea of what they're going to do for Queen and King of the Ring. I'll drop that video sometime later this week in the next upcoming days. But let me know how you feel about them doing Punk and Cena at Saudi Arabia. Let me know how you feel about Jey Uso losing the title. How do you feel about his title reign? As I stated before, it was an average mid title reign, nothing special, nothing unique, but nothing to do with Jey. Had everything to do with how he was booked. And thirdly, who do you have winning King and Queen of the Ring? Answer those for me. I'm also going to probably put posts on my community page. Shout out to y'all. Welcome to the High Beach. This is Hayes Arcade. Like, comment, subscribe, share all things are the things. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.